Hi everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. We're going to do a review today on a cold steel knife. This is a knife out of the Voyager series, which is a very popular lineup that Cold Steel has come out with. They've been producing these Voyager knives now for quite a few years, so it's sort of a mainstay in their stable. This particular model is the 29. It is a Tanto, Voyager Tanto, and it is the 29 LT. It arrives in bubble wrap for protection. And there you go. Let's take a look at that. Cold Steel puts a real gleaming shine on their blades. It's not necessarily mirror polished, I don't think. Well, maybe it's approaching mirror polished. But anyway, this particular knife is a Tanto. There you go. Okay. The blade here is 4 inches. It's a 4-inch blade in a 5 1/16 inch handle. Total of 9 1/16 inches. The thickness of the steel is 1/8 of an inch thick. So that's a very decent thickness for a 4-inch blade. That's a real decent thickness. They're not skimping you on thickness there. That's got a real aggressive Tanto point. And like all Cold Steel knives, they like to ship them absolutely razor sharp. Wow, as a knife should be. The handle is made of Zytel, and which is just a very tough duty plastic type of a material. These scales here, this is a handle made of Zytel with molded checkering here, molded into the grip. There is a lanyard hole there. It's not an open frame design. It is completely enclosed. The knife rotates on a reinforced steel pivot pin. It is a mid-lock, which is very strong. It's a very strong back lock. That takes a lot of pressure to release, and you can find videos on the internet and even put out by Cold Steel showing these knives in a vise, and then a couple of 100 pounds hung off the end of it, and that lock not failing. These are very, very strong locks, very strong. The pocket clip is a nice short one. Personally, I don't like a big long pocket clip drawing attention, hanging down your pocket. I like a nice short, discreet one like this. It's black, so unless you're wearing white pants, it's not going to attract a lot of attention. Not like a shiny silver one would. It's not exactly a low rider, I wouldn't say. I mean, they're about that much of it will be showing above your pocket, but that makes it good for grasping and good for quick draw. The blade steel is VG1, which is a very that's a very good quality steel, very good high quality steel. And this is a hollow. There's no bevel at all about halfway down, and then it's hollow ground from there. And you can take a look at this particular model is half serrated. You can get it in just a plain edge, and you can see here. And take a look here at this edge. You can see that pattern. It's 4 smalls and a large, which is interesting. That's but that's a very aggressive ripping pattern. That will do a lot of good ripping. Dual thumb studs, so it is truly ambidextrous. The weight of the knife is 3.7 ounces. And it's the shape of it is I would say it's a very good handy shape. It does have kind of a little bit of a bow to it there, so it kind of falls naturally into your hand. It does have, there is a slight swell right here, right there. There is a slight belly there, a swell, so that helps you to grab on it. It's not going to move this way in your hand when you've got a grip on it. It's got an oval cross section. Okay, so that grabbing onto that will prevent the oval shape, will prevent twisting. Will keep it from doing a lot of twisting in your hand. You've got a hold of that. There is some jimping here on the back of the handle. You can see there right below the blade. You can see the match up there at the lock. See how that matches up? That meets up pretty well. That's pretty good engineering. I mean, this is an all-around utility work knife. Rugged use, self-defense certainly would serve very well. That Tanto point is excellent for piercing. Very, very good at piercing. And you can see how it narrows right at the tip. You see that? See how that narrows there right at the tip? The spine does. So that aids in the piercing. Voyager sells Cold Steel sells other Voyagers. Here's another example. Here's a Voyager with it's part of the Voyager series. It has kind of more of a pistol grip and a clip point blade. So that's kind of the two Voyager styles that Cold Steel sells, and then this is the other style. And they're very good knives. They're very good, rugged, good hard-using knives. Won't give you any problems or complaints. They just work hard. All right. Well, thanks a lot. I'll see you again.